Hey friends, it's Mrs. Schrader from theschraderpage.com and the Schrader Page blog. I'm so excited to share with you today my new unit, my classroom community. It's using Helen Lester books to teach students to respect and treat each other just right. You're going to find some great stories in here and some great response activities to go along with them. Let me show you some of the stories that I have planned in this unit. The Sheep in Wolf's Clothing by Helen Lester, great story. Something Might Happen by Helen Lester. My favorite, wait till you see what goes along with this one, Listen Buddy. Me First, another great story, teaching character ed skills and just those special skills at the beginning of the year that really brings your class into a community type setting. And then the last book that I want to share with you is probably my favorite, only because the cover is so darn cute and I love the character fragility. This is a book called Hurty Feelings by Helen Lester. Let me show you what you'll get in my unit for just the book for Hurty Feelings. There's several activities for each and every book that I just listed, but these are the ones that are just for Hurty Feelings by Helen Lester. First is a quick pre-reading sheet where you look at the cover of the story and then you record a visualization showing what your mind movie looks like after you read the title and see the pictures and illustrations on the cover. This is the Hurty Box, and this is really a great activity. I'm going to share this here on my actual Hurty Box in a moment so that you can see it. Basically what it is after we read Hurty Feelings, I pass out cards to my students. These are the Hurty cards, and it says my feelings were hurt when, and I have my students jot down a time in which they may have been hurt or had somebody hurt their feelings. They jot that down on the card, they don't put their name on it, and they take the card and they slide it into our Hurty Box, which is just a small box of tissues. These are all the cards inside. I actually had some of my own kiddos do cards and the kiddos that I work with in the summer for tutoring. And they write down a time in which they had their feelings hurt by someone else. And then we meet together in a big circle and we go through the cards together and we talk about them and we talk about how that reminds them of how fragility act in the book, so they're making those good text-to-world connections. We also talked about what they can do if someone hurts their feelings, and at the end of the book, how Rudy ends up getting his feelings hurt. He's the bully in the story. And Fragility says, I know how you feel. So this is kind of our way of saying to everyone in our new classroom community of friends, that we know how each other feels. We've all been through that feeling of having someone hurt our feelings or make us feel bad. A couple other things that you'll find is just general response questions for Hurty Feelings, and then something fun there at the end. You're going to look at Rudy as a character and Fragility as a character and use a Venn diagram to compare them. I hope you'll take the time to check out this unit. Like I said, this is just a small piece of my unit. There's activities like this for every single book inside. In fact, for Listen Buddy, there's a great listening activity where the students actually assemble a bunny that they put together from following directions that you give in class. So again, thanks so much for listening, and I hope you'll take time to check out my classroom community.